Sharon.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Do you have a good week? Yeah. Same here.
Nothing exciting.
I went out this weekend every night.
I
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
did not.
Along with Casey.
Oh, yeah. Say hi to our Twitter correspondent, Casey.
Hello, everyone.
Our twatter. Our
twatter expert.
correspondent. Yeah, I did not. What did I do Friday? I think, I just stayed home.
Wasn't it because of the
Friday
snow?
And the snow, and then, so it snowed Saturday all day. So, yeah. I was supposed to go to a benefit thing on Saturday night, but...
Well, the storm it was supposed to be like a blizzard, and people were panicking, and, it was wet snow melted like that afternoon.
Right, but up here we got like 16 inches or something. So we actually got a bunch of snow up here.
Oh, wow.
I-70 was a huge mess.
Oh, wow.
So I was kind of glad that we didn't go, because we would have been drinking, and then
absolutely.
I'd have met up with you at the bar, and so
then it would have been all my fault.
And then I would have yelled, "Damn you, Bill, I'm drunk." But then I met up with you guys on Sunday. I was able to get out of the house.
You did meet up with us on Sunday, and that was fun.
And it was good times.
We went to Beer Bust.
Yes, we did.
It was fun.
I'm not saying I didn't drink Friday, Saturday.
No, I hear you.
Sunday.
You just weren't out and sociable.
Right, no.
Well, you just weren't out.
Let's see, tonight, so Thursday, did I drink? Oh, wait, because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, I'm on day 7.
Oh, my.
My liver is going to it's not going to be happy.
It is not.
Well, when it's here, you have to drink. So.
Life is short.
So we had good news today.
We did.
We'll talk. Civil unions is now off to the governor.
It's off to the governor, which he's already said that he's going to sign, which is great news.
So, yeah, I posted on Facebook. I was like, I guess looking at China patterns is going to be in my future.
Where are you going to get registered at?
Apple Jacks.
Applejack Liquors.
Applejack Liquors, why not? They know me by name there, but
I should just go in and say I'm you.
Yeah.
They're like, we know his membership number.
Oh, yeah.
They know you as Sharon.
Yes, exactly. But so I was reading, because I always like to go and read the hater comments and whatever. So there were a lot of people like, I can't believe that the Democrats did this to us now, and blah, blah, blah. And, the people voted on this in 2006, which they did. It was I think it was a different thing. It wasn't civil union. It was...
that was about marriage being between a man and a woman.
Yeah, so that was voted on. But then there was also...
But this was the same equal rights.
And then there was there was another bill or another thing that was out there too. It wasn't civil union. It was called something else, or I think it actually said something about marriage in it.
Right.
And that's why people...
I gotcha.
So yes, that was voted down in 2006. And then it was the amendment to the Constitution of, marriages between a man and a woman. Well, fine. Let them.
I don't know really how I stand on that issue, because civil unions are great, but they're not the same thing.
Yeah,
they're not really recognized.
Right.
I mean, it's great that it's gonna work here in the state of Colorado, and I'm sure that Dan and I probably will do that, but...
Oh, I've already picked the date, and I just got to find the guy.
Dan's mom said she was going to be the third person in line getting a license behind me and
really?
Dan. I don't know. I read so many people on Facebook though that really are bitter about it. One of the posts I read said that, oh Lord. One of the posts I read, he was like, I guess we'll just drink from our separate water fountain. Talking about that's
right.
kind of like what they're doing. It's separate but equal.
It's separate but equal.
And I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, we've had a struggle as gay people, but I don't know that it's...
I don't know that we've had that big of a struggle.
I don't know that it's been like that,
Yeah. It's not like the Rosa Parks struggle. I mean,
right.
There's no way that I would have gotten on a bus and they'd been like, ooh, that person's gay. They have to sit in the back.
Nothing's good enough for people.
Yeah.
It has to be more and more and
it's
more.
It's got to be...
You go back 20 years ago, or when I was a kid, and live back then and try to... know, and see how hard you have it. You know what I'm saying?
There are still places that you can't interracially marry. So
that it's still on the books?
It's still on the books. That's a little... I think that's a little ridiculous. But what I was wondering was, like, so with the civil union thing, if I was to marry someone... If I was to civil union from another country... Like, let's say we have a friend who is...
I think that kind of negates your relationship because that's federal law. And see, your civil union is only recognized by the state of Colorado.
Right.
It's not recognized by the federal government. So, at least as I understand it.
Yeah, that's my understanding as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean...
the thing is, I can't figure out why do we want to participate in something that has, like, a 34% success rate.
See, no, I don't look at it like that. I think
all.
we should. You know, we should be able to do that. Well, especially because, like, you know, for me, why it's important is because of the kids, you know, and what would happen to them and, you know, what would happen to our stuff. And, you know, like, would I be able to go in the hospital or would he be able to come in the hospital without it being a problem?
Yeah, that's
you know, he couldn't take my son down to get his driver's license. They had to call me out of work to come because they wouldn't let him sign off on it because legally he was nothing. So I mean, so that's why it's especially important to me, you know, and for all, you know, like I don't want my mom to come in, not that she would, you know, but come in and be like, well, that was Billy's if I die.
Oh, right.
You know, and there's really not much he can do about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's my stuff. I wouldn't want her to have it. I'd want him to have it. You know, I mean, I don't know. That's why it's important to me, but it's still not federally recognized.
Well, right, yeah. So once I'd like to see, I'd like if Obama's going to do that thing, then do that. You know, he was kind of talking about it.
Well, who knows what's going to happen here at the end of the month when the Supreme Court talks about it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know, the Defense of Marriage Act and Prop 8.
Right. I forgot that those were... Yeah, so it'll be a little different.
Interesting times that we live in.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens this summer. Like, what happens by the summer, besides me vacationing.
I think it's cool. Excuse me. From Washington State, who just legalized marijuana and gay marriage, and now Colorado, who's just legalized marijuana and civil unions.
So it must...
I'm trying to figure out if there's some kind of connection
there. Maybe because you're here in both places.
It's all you.
You brought the good spirit with you. It worked, whatever it did.
Yeah, whatever you did. Let's see, what else do I want?
You know, but let me say, though... Okay, let me go back to that whole thing. This is kind of political. So you can stop me if you want to. Yeah. But, like, the whole thing with them, like, voting it in, and there were all these Republicans that wanted to add on the bill, you know, all these things so that religious denominations shouldn't have to work with them. Well, I'm going to get hate mail for this, but that wasn't such a big concession. They could have done that, and their answer was, well, then you should have passed the bill last year when you had the chance. You know, that's not working together. That's being petty in the public eye, I think. I really do. Like, that was uncalled for.
Yeah, it was.
You know, you can't force Catholic organizations to work with gay couples.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's just... And why would you want to go make them adopt to you? You know what I mean? There's plenty of organizations out there that'll be more than happy to take your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think that they should have put it in there, you know, the religious clause.
Yeah, but
now everyone's like, you know, you just have to, no matter what your religion is, you have to do what we say.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of disagree with that. Does that make me a bad gay? I'm not sure.
No. I don't think so.
Possibly I'm bad.
I don't think so.
There'll be somebody outside waiting for my pink card when I get off the air here.
That would be creepy.
That would be creepy. And he's like, and we'll take the toaster back too, please. Thank you.
Yeah, right. I got a microwave. I converted enough.
Did you? Wow.
I was
microwave.
I was up to microwave.
That's pretty impressive.
And that's what I think too. Like, you know, so many people. I'm reading some of like the haters saying stuff too. It was like, oh, you know, this country is just going downhill and blah blah blah. I'm like, what? And like, this country's going downhill because
for so many other reasons.
Yeah, there's
other than the fact that they're letting us love each other.
Gay get married. Oh my god,
it's so ridiculous.
Civil union.
It is just ridiculous. It really
so
is.
How do you ask somebody, will you civil union me? I mean, it really doesn't sound right. Like,
I don't know. perhaps I'll get 20 or 30 of my closest friends together, and we'll all learn to do a flash mob that I'll do for dinner.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we'll all record it and put it on YouTube and become a sensation.
And have definitely.
But I mean, I think that would be fun because I saw somebody do that. Did you ever see that one where the guy did it to that Bruno Mars song?
Oh yeah. I did.
I want to marry. Let's get married, or the marriage song, whatever that Bruno Mars sings. It's the sweetest thing I've ever seen, and I totally want to do that. Not to that song.
Right.
I'm talking to you.
Are you saying like flash mob at your ceremony?
No, I'm saying like flash mob, like when I want to ask him to marry me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for sure.
And you?
Oh yeah, totally.
We'll get all our friends in on it. It'll be fun.
Awesome, yeah.
We got to find somebody that has some talent and knows how to sing and knows how to choreograph. Choreographer. What do you do? I know that she's a choreographer, but what does she do?
The
choreography.
She choreographs.
She choreographs. Thank you. That was difficult.
It's those big words, you know.
Well, last time I said infinitesimal and you made fun of me, and this time I couldn't even spit that one out.
I had to actually go look up what that word meant too, when I was watching and editing. I was like, "What? I don't even know that word."
Wait, so what is the word of the week this time? What?
The word of the week this time. That's a lot of pressure.
Wait, what is
it? It is St. Patty's week.
It is.
It is.
Maybe it could be Me Lucky Charms.
Irish.
I'm Irish.
Well, yeah. So
Kiss me, I'm Irish.
So St. Patty's. Oh, okay. St. Patty's. It's kind of like it's another one of the like big amateur weekends. Like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's like the people that aren't out all the time are going to be out. And here in Denver, it just gets. I mean, I've already been looking at different things going on that day, and we're going to be out at one event. And I'm kind of like worried about it.
Is that on Saturday night?
Yeah.
Or Sunday night? Sunday night is technically the day, but I think most festivities are happening on Saturday.
The parade and all of that stuff is happening on. Oh my goodness. That probably.
Whoa.
I made Italian sausages earlier, so. Yum. What was I? Oh, I'm just kind of worried because so the big parade and everything is on. So all these people get together at like 8:00 in the morning and drink until. Whenever.
Like kegs and eggs and all that kind of stuff.
Which I'm planning on going to a kegs and eggs event on Sunday morning up here in Evergreen. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I wasn't invited to that.
It's a little local bar up here. So good. I just kind of thought about it yesterday. Yeah.
So offended right now. So offended.
I have like a hair or something in my
I can't see it.
Something is so pretty. What were you doing before the show?
Seriously. And I had you give me a kiss on the cheek. Oh, no.
Oh, maybe that's where I got it.
Oh, it could be my hair.
It could be.
My long, luscious beard.
Yes.
Look, my hair is long enough to style now.
It is.
Not that it's styled well, but...
Faux hawk it.
I can faux hawk it.
I didn't ever know what that...
Faux hawk me? Faux hawk you.
So I would always spell it like F-O...
I thought it was a faux hawk too.
Like but it's F-A-U-X or whatever.
Yeah, it's a faux hawk. Yeah, I said it wrong forever. My kids were like, "What?"
Like, what's a fro hawk or a bro hawk? Or I think is what
I like it though.
The first time.
In my own mind, it kind of covers up my bald spot a little. Don't say anything.
Yeah, you don't have one. I have bald spots everywhere.
I don't. But that'll be me, like bald up here and like it's just gushing out everywhere else. I pulled a really long hair out of my ear the other day.
Oh, I hate that.
When did that happen?
Ooh, I saw on Facebook this person, and this has actually happened to me before too. But they posted this. They had like a zit or something, and it was an ingrown hair. One? It was like an ingrown hair. So they got the hair out and like took a pic. They put it on a piece of paper and took a picture of it. It was so like long and curled and. I've had one of those too, where you just are like pulling it, and it's like, oh, cool.
Oh no, that's not cool. That's weird. I've never done that.
So it's like grown in there, forever.
Oh, and finally got infected.
It just finally was able to get it out, but.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it had to be growing long before it hurt, or you would have taken care of it,
Yeah, you didn't really ever notice it till it gets...
That's weird. I didn't know it would grow like that on the inside. Oh, that's gross. I'm going to have to look that up.
It's totally cool. I'll send you the...
It's not cool.
It's totally cool. I mean, yeah.
Have you seen the ones where they pop like the big things? Oh,
Yes, I love that.
It's so gross.
I love that. I had a cyst on like my back, and I went and got it taken care of, and I was almost like, I thought it was like so cool when they sliced it and it, like all the goos came out on my back. I was like, oh, that's awesome, and the girl's like just squeezing it. Oh, okay. I'm gross like that.
That's gross. And then they have to make sure they get it all out, and like cut into it deeper and stuff. And
yeah. Oh, I like gross.
It's
like
gross. So gross.
Kind of like when I fell at a slut show and had this. I had my little scars down here, but it had scabbed up, and the scab had come off, and all this pus and goop and shit just came out. It was really gross. And by that time, it was even 3 or 4 days later after it. And by that time, when I went in, because it was a pretty deep hole, and I mean, I had really
I bet that's not the first time you've been told that.
Yeah, right. Anyway, yeah.
Anyways, it was a pretty deep hole.
It was a deep hole, deep impact. And so I went to the doctor, and they were like, "Oh yeah, well it's too late to stitch it up and everything." So I actually had to go to a plastic surgeon and like put this molding shit in it. And,
really?
yeah.
Where's
really
that at? Have I ever seen that?
I don't know. It's on my leg.
Really?
I'll show you on break.
I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Well, speaking of break,
I'm out of liquor.
I'm out of liquor.
I think it's time.
And I feel way better. I was kind of before we started.
We were all kind of like that. I mean,
like, wow.
our liquor hadn't kicked in. Usually we spend more time beforehand drinking a little more.
Yeah.
I slept on the way up here.
Yeah, it was kind of a relaxing drive.
It was a long weekend for a lot of us. Yeah,
it was. We'll talk about that when we come back, our long weekend. Because it involves him and his boyfriend, who we may or may not mention his name on the air, but we'll talk about him.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll be right back.
So I want to talk about our weekend because it was very eventful.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you how it started for me. So it started for me on Friday. And that turned into a drunken mess. And then it became Saturday. And that turned into a drunken mess. And then it became, what day was this, Casey? Sunday. And that became a drunken mess. That was my weekend because it was Casey's boyfriend's birthday. Right?
Yes.
And so we were out for his birthday. And I can't even remember Friday night right now. Oh my gosh, it's a blur.
That's not.
What happened on Friday night?
I remember Saturday night because I got Esmeralda.
Right, and I do remember that. But Friday night we saw you as well, didn't we? Did I stay home on Friday night? Because I can't remember Friday night.
I worked.
That's sad that I don't know that.
I worked.
Yeah, let me look.
Yeah, and I was reading your tweets from home, so I didn't go out on Friday night.
Yeah,
because I think that we were.
I'm just getting old that I'm really complaining after 2 nights of partying in a row.
Yeah,
then
2 nights in a row, I can't do it anymore.
I did 2 nights in a row, and it was fun, and we had a great time. We did. On Saturday night, we went out, and you guys went out and did your special thing for his birthday, and then we all met up at the bar, and then we went to your house and crashed and overslept for brunch with Dan's dad, huh?
Oh no.
In the timeshare. And we totally overslept, and that was the night of the time change, which I'm still not over yet because I'm still groggy every morning when I get up. Yeah. They should do the time change on a Friday night or a Saturday night, so you have a day to sleep in before you have to go back to work.
You could tell them that I fucked up the spaghetti because of the time change. I invited everyone over.
It's true. He invited everyone over. He was like, okay, so...
Oh, yeah. Everyone. Just saying. Whatever. And who gives me shit about not inviting people places? I don't know.
I didn't not invite you. I always invite you. I don't think I like your accusation, Tori.
They knew I was coming down. I had texted everybody, and I did not get invited to this...
Nonetheless, we had been out the night before and were trashed, and Dan was passed out on the couch, and I'm sleeping, and he's talking about spaghetti at 3 o'clock, and I'm like, What? What? Because I'm on the couch and I have my alarm set for like 3:16 because I'm gonna sleep because I knew we were going to Beer Bust, and so I just woke up. I just got up and then I woke down up, and so we went, and then it wasn't ready, but it was okay because I had a good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had a
and it was good. And I'm glad I went now, but like at the time, like. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I think we all felt this way. You felt that way, but none of us really wanted to go out. Because we were tired from the night before.
Sunday was kind of,
and like weren't out.
Because we had lost power that morning.
Well, yeah, you guys were up here in, the prairie.
It was about 3 hours, and with the amount of snow that we got, as it's melting, the limbs come back up.
And I didn't realize that it would do that. I thought it would go out during the storm. I didn't realize that.
No, every time we've lost power, it's never during the storm. It's always during the melt.
Are they pretty quick? I mean, since you're in a rural area about getting it back on.
Oh yeah, they're actually really good. But so we was like, okay, well, we're gonna get out of the house because this is stupid. Literally, the minute we opened the door to leave, the fucking power comes back on.
Oh, and I'm sure Holden was like, oh, we can stay now.
Yeah. Oh, no, he turned around and looked at me, and I was like, you get the fuck in the car right now.
Because we are still going.
I was like, we are
I texted people, and I told them we were going.
I was like, we are out of here.
Totally sounds like me, because I would have done the same.
Well, and then we were on our way to, go to lunch, too, and I was hungry, so I was like, no,
Yeah.
But, so daylight savings... I can't even imagine what that. Do you hire help to come in and change all the clocks? Because
I read the stupidest thing on MSNBC the other day relating to that. They're like, it costs approximately $2.9 billion in missed time at work for all the time it takes for all the employees across the country to change the clocks.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, maybe collectively, but really, like at my office, instead of looking out the window gracefully for a second, when I had a moment, I walked out and changed the clock. Yeah. It's not like it slowed production down in any sense of the word. It's the stupidest study I've ever seen. Who the frick said that and with a straight face? I mean, seriously.
I have to figure out how to change my oven.
Stop it.
My oven's just going to be an hour behind.
I will fix it because it will drive me crazy.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I
have a lot of clocks.
I don't like it when any of my bedroom clocks are the same. Well, the power had gone out and everything, and I do have a battery backed up clock, but apparently the battery's dead.
Okay.
So
understood.
We got home from being out and everything, and I was like, why is my clock 4 hours different? And then I was tired, and I just went to bed and didn't even think about it.
Oh no.
So I wake up and my clock says it's 5:15. I was like,
oh no. How much did I drink last night?
I was like, good Lord. I was like, why am I up so early? This is ridiculous.
Oh, a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, what the hell?
And it was all light out?
Yeah. No, it was pitch black. So I didn't think that it was, yeah. So, but it was somehow off by so many hours. And it was really 2 a.m. or something even. I was like, I didn't even drink.
Oh, and it was much earlier.
Yeah, so it was a weird... I don't know how it figured out its time after it came back on.
Were you able to go back to sleep?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Not real well, but I can't ever... I have a hard time sleeping like that sometimes. But
when you've been drinking?
Oh, yeah. The other night, I think it was... Oh, it was Friday night. That was the night you were giving me... When I was drunk texting you.
Right.
Drunk texting.
I finally was like, I have no idea what you're saying.
To the point of I had to go. I went back and read one and even went, what the hell?
What was I saying?
I was like, I have no idea what I just sent you. Sorry. But that night, and I had a red wine, and I don't mix well with red wine. It makes me super dehydrated. I have to have the bottle, the water by the bed and everything. And I had to wake up. I must have gotten out of bed 10 times that night to pee because I was drinking so much water.
Seriously.
And I still felt super dehydrated the next morning.
Yeah, I always do when I drink anymore. My secret to not getting a hangover is going home and drinking a huge glass of water.
Yeah, I have a big glass of water.
I have a big plastic tumbler and I fill it up and drink it.
I have a big glass of water and my B12.
See, I've heard that too. I don't usually do that, but I've heard that's a good thing to do.
I had a B12 last night and I had a B12 this morning. So, because
it made you feel better.
Someone was drinking watching Dallas last night, too.
Oh, Lord, JR died.
He did, finally.
Sorry.
Well, they shot him again.
Oh. Did they really?
No, they didn't.
Wow.
That's how he dies on the show?
Yeah, he was shot.
by
Oh, I'm sorry.
somebody's.
Do you watch it?
I do, but I'm just that's so annoying.
And like, oops.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
You have to remember to say that first.
Spoiler alert! JR
You'll have to put it in the description of the show now.
But it was really. Have you watched? How far are you in this season?
Actually, yeah, well, I watched up until it ended in like November or whatever.
Oh, so you haven't even watched this new
No, I haven't
season?
watched this
Oh,
season.
okay. Well, this new season, like the last couple episodes, were really weird because you could kind of tell they were using sort of stock footage with JR because I guess he had passed away as they were filming it. But it's like the first few episodes he was, a prominent member of the cast, and then all of a sudden they sent him off to like Abu Dhabi or something,
Right.
and then it was just like these weird random phone calls that he would get, and you could tell it was like pieced together kind of stuff. My biggest, I was so excited that Ted Shackelford, Uncle Gary from
Right.
Knots Landing, came back.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, so he was back.
That
in the
was
last
Charlene
couple
Tilton's dad, wasn't it?
Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, she was back at the funeral. Charlene
Was she?
Tilton was there. Yeah, but
They
there
were over
some...
on Knots Landing with Val and Michelle
Well, they
Lee.
didn't. Yeah, they didn't. They did talk about Val that she left Gary.
Well, Joan Van Ark could never even come back and pretend to be Val anymore because she doesn't even look like her
she didn't
anymore.
look like Val anymore.
She's freakish.
I know that's what I'm like. Oh, where's
We don't
Mac?
love
I'm
her.
like, where's Mac and Karen? Like, but they
Seriously.
didn't know the Ewings. They didn't know
I gotcha.
because really Val and Gary were the only two that
Right, that
were
were
from
the
Dallas
Ewings.
that went there. But yeah, I don't know. I was a little. I guess I was kind of let down. I was expecting more. I was expecting to like ball my head off and because it is like an iconic television character. But the very beginning of the show, they kind of did like a little tribute
To him.
To him, and I. So that
Major
got me-
Anthony Nelson.
Yeah, exactly. That got me a little teary-eyed, and then the rest of the show, I was just like, "Oh God, this is stupid."
That's because I'm sorry, you can't resurrect something and make it poignant again like it was. Dallas was great when Dallas was Dallas.
Right.
And this is just an attempt by some network that can't come up with original programming.
Yeah.
To like grasp something that the past used to have because it can never be the same.
I mean, they do
Dallas
have-
was a phenomenon when it was on. You can't match
Right.
that like a generation later,
Yeah, because they do have like a hot young cast on it now, so it's like 90210 meets
I mean,
Dallas.
seriously, and
But-
Dallas was never like the hot young cast. They
Although
were like
there
pretty. They
is-
were good-looking people, but they were never like that trashy or anything.
One of the main characters is the woman who shot herself on. Did you ever watch Desperate Housewives? She was
yeah,
she was
the one in the very first
the
episode.
very first episode that shot herself. Last night I was yelling at the TV like, "Oh, are you going to shoot yourself on this one too? Because I'm done."
Well, she was the one that too was the narrator all the way through.
Yeah,
was
she
not?
narrated the whole thing. So, but yeah, now she plays Bobby's wife, and
Oh Lord,
so and
I can't believe Pam Dauber, not Pam Dauber. Pam Dauber was from Mork and Mindy. Pam, crap.
Pamela Sue Anderson. Or,
No, what's her name?
Pamela Sue Martin.
Or was her name? Her name,
name
was Pam
on the show.
and she was played by. Crap, who played Pam on
I
Dallas?
have no idea.
Oh my God, that's gonna Victoria Principal.
Yes.
I was disappointed that she didn't come back.
Yeah, I don't think.
But she was like probably the same attitude I was. You can't
Yeah.
resurrect something that
Well,
died
they-
a long time ago.
They've pretty much said like they've brought her up a few times because there's a new woman named.
They're
Pam.
like divorced, right?
Yeah, and there's a new woman named Pam on the show too that. JR told her one time, he's like, "Look, I made one Pam go away because she did kind of go away back in the original
Right.
Dallas, I think."
Well, I still remember that one of the biggest scandals of TV of all time was when Bobby got killed. Bobby died.
Oh, yeah.
And then, the whole season went on with him dead and everyone mourned him and blah, blah, blah. And then on the next season, people wrote letters to...
Oh,
that's
yeah.
when you could. People wrote... It was a grassroots campaign. Or people wrote
Oh, yeah.
letters to CBS. They were pissed that Bobby died. And literally... Pam's in the shower, and then Bobby...
Bobby was in the shower.
Somebody's in the shower. Pam sees that it's Bobby, and then all of it was a dream. It was
Yeah.
her nightmare from the night before. That whole season was a
season
waste
was
of
a
time.
nightmare, yeah.
And then it was kind of done after that.
Yeah.
That's when Dallas really kind of...
Yeah, that's where it was.
They should have paid Bobby the money in the first place.
Right.
Or Patrick
not-
Ewing.
yeah.
And then that wouldn't have happened. And then Dallas could have gone on for a couple more years for all this, people that had really nothing better to do with their lives than love Dallas back then. Because I truly did.
But think about how limited our choices were. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
I almost
very-
like that. I actually got involved in
Yeah.
things. All I do is scan TV now.
Yeah.
Change.
Yeah.
Unless it's like HGTV or like the History Channel.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's why history keeps repeating itself because people have to fill the airwaves. There's not enough new stuff.
There's always original people out there.
Yeah.
Back to,
I don't know. All TV is reality.
It is.
You know, and it's like nobody writes a good script.
Boring. It's like,
There are some good shows out there, like Modern Family, like all Wednesday night ABC is fantastic, and you know there are good shows out there, but it's just so rare anymore. Before it was hard to figure out what you were going to watch. Do you guys remember that? Like, it was like Wednesday night is The Jeffersons, and Thursday night is The Cosby Show, and you're like Friday night was The X-Files, and like there was all these shows that were on their night, and they were the only thing on that night.
Disney, Wide World. Okay,
That was on Sunday nights at 6.
Sundays, yeah.
Remember, I always had to fight with well, you wouldn't remember, but I always had to fight with my dad because we wanted to watch Disney and he wanted to watch 60 Minutes.
I do remember that, but I remember after Disney came on Buck Rogers in the 21st Century.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
No.
Had Gil Gerard and Aaron Gray. Oh, it was always on after. Well, when it was on TV. But am I a little older than you?
No, I'm older.
Yeah, you're older. So I don't know, but I remember it like that. Maybe because of where I lived, it might have been on a different network or something. I don't know. Yeah, you're just so much younger than me because you're all clean shaven.
Yeah, you're so clean shaven.
Look how clean shaven he is. I mean, hello. Super close up alert. I mean, look at. You're right. Zoom in. It's all Japanese now. Ooh. It looks super cute, by the way.
Thank you.
But yeah, well, I don't know. I find that I have a hard time committing to like an hour-long show.
Yeah, now I have enjoyed that new show about the power going out.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
And I watched like the first 5 episodes, and then it's been on hiatus, or like if it's like
that means it's gone.
Even TV stations don't, like even the big 3 networks don't do like a regular season anymore. You know, they have midterm ones and like and all this, and it's just it used to be like in September, all the new shows came on, and then all summer long they were repeats, and you could watch the shows that you didn't get a chance to watch before and see if you liked them, and we're going to watch them instead next year, you know?
Exactly.
Now it's ridiculous. I mean, there are too many freaking channels. I'm sorry.
I mean, the show that I'm actually getting into is
and I watch old
The
things.
Following. Are you watching The Following?
I haven't watched that, no, with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I've heard good things about it, but
I liked
I don't want to waste my time with it.
It seems like that it's going to be kind of like a 24. Like the first season of 24 was like so good, and then it just kind of was the same.
Well, yeah, I mean,
again. It's like
as Sade would say, it's never as good as the first time. And I would sing it if I could, but we all know that I can't.
Yeah. Just like having sex with someone new, it's never as good as the first time.
That is so true. I mean, I don't know. I've only had sex with like 3 people. So innocent. My mom watches. Shh.
Oh. My mom watches too. So
yeah, but she knows the real you.
Take your number. Take your number times.
No, I don't think my mom watches.
200, and that's about where I'm at.
Okay, there are things we can talk about off the air that I'm not remember right now. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much.
Like I said, they don't call me Sharon McGoodies for nothing.
You guys have matching cups this time.
Oh, we do. Look, our cups match.
I thought we always wore.
No.
Did black.
You usually have red or like one of the other. Well, no. Here recently we've always had black, but before that we didn't.
Oh yeah, we always had kind of the.
I can't remember.
I
drink sometimes.
I don't know.
So my mom went to Arizona to visit, and so I didn't get any hums. And then her brother Matt one of my pictures, and my sister is hysterical about it. Posted on Facebook, haha, LOL. Wait till I tell mom, haha.
Yeah.
And then my mother calls me, and she says, oh. And I'm going, oh, what, Mom? And she's like, oh, now your friends are humming your post. Don't they know that that's what I do? Because she enjoys it, and you totally took that joy from her.
I took it, I know.
And I was like, well, you should have hummed this hum. She goes, no.
I know.
I'm the hummer. I don't hum the hummies.
Yeah.
Or I don't remember exactly how she said that. Maybe she said she was the hummy. I don't remember. She was a little pissed at that.
I know what I hummed, and we talked about it. You know, some people, dinner and whatever.
Seriously.
Then tell
she
me.
doesn't see you.
So she does or doesn't watch? Because you always talk to her like she's watching.
I believe that my mom watches, but she's never admitted it. But I believe that she watches.
I know
she's
mine,
watching.
Mine
How
does.
could she not? I'm her favorite.
I know.
She's gonna watch what I do.
I love your mom. I love her comments.
I love them too. Like, and I even posted like not to get mushy, but like about 3 months ago or about 3 weeks ago, a friend of mine that I'd gone to high school with and elementary school and all that, his mom had died, and I saw that her birthday had come up, and I wrote him, and I was like, I lost my dad. I didn't really lose my mom, so I can't understand that because I know that's a different kind of love, but I understand, and I'm just really sorry. I know it's your mom's birthday and blah blah blah. Well, that night I went on and posted, I'm grateful that you're here. I'm so blessed that you're still in my life and all that. And that means a lot to her to say that, but it meant a lot to me to be able to say that to her. So many people can't, and I know how fortunate I am to be at my age and still have my mom. So many people I know lost their moms in their 20s.
Oh yeah, yep. So
kids that I went to school with lost their moms in high school.
I lost my dad when I was 13, so
I
was
mean,
way young, but
and my grandparents had all passed away, when I was in elementary school, and like my parents have lived so much longer than my grandparents had because of like modern technology and like all the like medicines they have to keep people alive. It's just crazy. Like my mom's already 10 years older than her dad was when he passed away, and her mother. They both died in their 50s.
Wow.
We're short, fat Italians. We eat. We have a lot of cholesterol. Get off my back.
I have my 90-year-old grandmother who's never had a drink. Well,
you'll be the perverted man in the nursing home because you're going to live forever thanks to your genes.
Oh,
true story. We're going to be Thelma and Louise, though, until I go. And then when I go, you can find a new Thelma. But because I'm the Thelma, you're the Louise.
I have to be Louise.
Did you hear that the Rhoda has terminal brain cancer?
I saw that.
I'm so sad about that. But like, she's got such a great attitude about it. She's Rhoda. Remember Valerie Harper that played Rhoda on Mary Tyler Moore, and then like on the spinoff, and like she was in Valerie.
I thought you said Hoda, like Hoda and Kathy.
Oh no! Hoda reminds me of my Aunt Marie, which is funny because my Aunt Marie is totally Italian and Hoda's totally black. But like, how they could look alike is beyond me. I don't know where that came from.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Discuss. What was I saying? Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about how I'm the Mary, you're the Rhoda.
I'm the Mary, you're the Rhoda. But no, Rhoda has like terminal brain cancer. And that's so sad. And like, but she's all great about it. She's like, I've had a good run. I'm 72. She's like, and I'm not dead until I'm dead.
Yeah.
And what a great attitude. She has had a good life.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but you're never ready to go, I don't think. Until, people are at peace when they die, when they've suffered for a long time.
Oh God, yeah.
Other than that, you're not ready to go. Like, it's never long enough. There's always more to do.
Right.
Nobody wants to die. That's why people that are murderers, try to appeal the death convictions because they don't want to get put to death, even though they took a life. It's like nobody wants to do that. It's like an innate human thing. We all want to live.
Crazy.
It is crazy
talk.
Oh my God, it's crazy talk. Stop it.
It's crazy talk.
But anyways, let me just say that as much as I enjoyed our time tonight,
yes,
I have had several cocktails, and I think it's time for me to go. But I think it is time to move on.
Okay.
So thank you all for watching. Please reach out. This is our Twitter and all this stuff. There's Casey over there. Bye, Casey. Twatter correspondent. Bye.
I know. Bye.
And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all. Well, now the next time we're back, it still won't be... Okay, let me just go back to civil unions for just a second.
Okay.
The next time that we film, it may or may not be legal yet. It goes into effect May 1st, but the governor couldn't sign it yet because he didn't have time to coordinate a ceremony.
Right.
Because it's civil union, so all the gays need to have a party, apparently. Seriously, is that why we're on hold for waiting for it to be signed?
No, because he's got some other bills, too, that went through. Because there was, like, the...
Oh, okay. But I only think about the gay portion. Whatever, I'm gay.
There was something we'll talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were about done. So we are out of here, and we'll see you guys all next week. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.